Scavenger hunt?
Yeah.
Or a treasure hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Yeah.
And what did Dakota say about the island? He said something about the island that was the reason why nobody had found a treasure before. What was it, Elijah?
It was called the Forgotten Treasure.
It was called the Forgotten Treasure because people forgot about it. But what else? He said the island was always doing something. The island was doing what, Bella? It was always changing. We had new animals, we had new trees. And what happened at the end?
New trees.
What happened at the end, Angel?
There was this weird guy, and he came to the island, and he said he was gonna find the treasure.
Somebody else is trying to find the treasure? Oh.
He's a bad guy. And he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. And he was like, shh.
He said,
And he looked like much more.
Yes,
he
good.
had some big old ears.
He had some big old ears. Emily, have a seat. Have a seat. Miss Michelle, I don't think you're going to need to give any tickets away right now.
He had a black suit. He had a black panther.
So there was a creepy guy dressed in black with big ears who was trying to find the treasure. All right. Well,
black mask.
that is just the craziest thing I've ever heard before.
He had a black mask.
He looked like Benjamin Button.
He looked like Benjamin Button. All right, well, who can tell me, as Dakota said that it was an island that was always, say it again for me? Changing. What is change? What is change? Somebody help me out. What is change? I know it's a big word. It starts with a C. I'm not...
You needed change areas with the cars or something else.
Okay, and I'm not talking about like pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. What is change?
What kind of change?
What is change? There's, like Tammy said, there's more kinds of change. Because she was asking Michelle, but she didn't think I could hear her, but I heard her ask that. What kind of change are we talking about here? There are more, Tammy, you're right, there are more different kinds of changes, aren't they? And what, so do help me out. What is change, or what are the types of change?
Something new. Change. Quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies.
Okay, sure, it could be quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies, or it could be
Something new.
and something new, right? What is something, what else? Who's got another definition of change? Elijah, really quick.
So, like, if there's a sign right there,
Yeah.
you pass it one night, and then you wake up in the morning and you go past that sign again, but it says something else, and you're like, did they put a new sign there?
That's right, it's a sign change, right? Angel had one. What's an example of change?
An example for change is like if you're a kid, you're gonna look more different, but when you grow up, you're gonna realize you looked a little different.
Yeah, you guys change all the time, right? We all change. I'm not
I
the
change
same.
every day. I'm taller.
I don't look the same as I did when I was your guys' age. So you're right, we all change. Tammy, what's the type of change? Have you figured it out yet? What's the type of change?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
What kind of change are we talking about?
Any kind of change. Any kind of change that you may want. Because there's definitely a lot of kinds of change. What's another kind of change? Sarah?
Penny.
Pennies, okay.
I have one.
What's up? What you got?
So, you know how people can eat the same thing? Well, maybe they want to try something new.
Yeah, like if you're eating Taco Bell every day, you may want to change your restaurant choice and go to, I don't know.
You gotta change your restaurant choice. You can keep on going to Taco Bell.
Yeah, right, you gotta change. You gotta change. Well, we have just changed years, right?
2020 to
That says
2021.
202.
No, it says 220, and it's going from 220 to 221, right?
No, that's 202.
Who can help me out? What changed?
2021.
All right, what was a change that happened in 2020? There's a lot of things that changed
I
in 2020. What's a change that happened in 2020? Tammy?
We had to wear masks and COVID hit.
We had to wear masks and COVID hit and changed everything. Sarah?
Pickle.
I don't remember
Pickle.
Okay, yeah, pickles. Yes, Angel.
People.
People definitely changed in 2020. Emily?
Chicken.
I have another one.
Okay. Who's got another one for me?
Me.
Emily, Sarah and Emily, you guys need to realize that pickles and chickens have been here for a long time, not just in 2020.
Pickle.
Darren? Everything changed in 2020. What's the number change in 2020, Elijah?
Baloney. My life.
Your life, all of our lives. Asa?
Okay, first major change, COVID.
Yeah,
Then second, isolation
Yeah.
from COVID.
yeah, yeah.
And just,
And then
it kept on
third-
going.
They kept on going. Miss Michelle, Mr. Andrew, any changes from 2020 you want to throw out?
Chicken pickle solo.
I have one.
I was asking Miss Michelle or Mr. Andrew.
Wait, what?
I'll get back to you in a minute. Anything?
Any?
She's thinking.
Hair.
I put up new pictures.
Put up new pictures, okay. Our house changed. My mom put new pictures up too. Andrew, any change in 2020?
Yes.
That's trusted.
He's thinking too. Hang on. Church, yeah, church changed in 2020, didn't it? Church changed in 2020. You guys got to see me on camera, you know? That's always a little frightening to see me on camera, right?
Yeah.
Talking to you guys like I'm talking to you now, only on camera with my puppets. Yeah, that was a change, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Looks so good on the camera.
What?
It looks so good.
It didn't look so good on the camera, but that was a change. Tammy, what's another change?
School and stores.
School, yeah. Asa, last one.
Everyone and everything.
Everyone and everything. So 2020 changed.
No, I have one more.
Hang on. 2020 changed, and now people are looking at 2021 as another year of change. What's something that may change in 2021? Because people are talking about what may happen, what may change in 2021. Elijah.
My uncle's behavior.
Okay. Duke. Yeah, we're talking about vaccines and treatments. So that hopefully the COVID thing, you know, hopefully that situation changed. Asa.
Hopefully we get a good president.
That's a big change that people are talking about this year. Is who is going to be the president of the United States. Angel.
My dad has changed because lately he hasn't been feeling that all that well.
Yeah, your dad's health, and hopefully this year is better for him. Sarah.
Pickle.
Were pickles not good last year, but now you're hoping they're going to change again this year?
Pickle.
Yeah. Tammy?
Pickle.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Wait,
Emily?
yeah, I remember.
Yes.
You were gonna say
We might not have COVID. Maybe it might get worse.
That's true. Emily? Yeah, you guys are weird. Okay. Elijah, last one.
What does worser mean?
Is worse even a word or
What?
no? Worse is not
What
a
does
word.
worser mean?
Worser means badder.
That's not a word.
Better is that
Yes,
a
it
word?
is. Look it up.
Better is
Badder.
a word.
Badder and worser. Very good English.
Badder.
I speak very well. Oh, you guys, all right. Here's another thing that may change. They're hoping to change your school situation. And people are talking about hopefully the school situation is changing where all you guys go back and your parents, your grandparents
Yes.
will rejoice because they don't have to do it online anymore. You guys may rejoice
Back to school.
that you guys are going back to school. Asa already said there's a big change coming with the President of the United States. There is a lot of change, isn't there?
president will make us go to school.
There is a lot of change.
School
All right.
is gonna be good for me.
What is this right here?
A marshmallow.
A marshmallow.
It down is gonna change.
Dude, don't get ahead of me. You're right though.
White sponge.
What did you say again,
If
dude?
you smash it down, it's gonna change.
That's right. If you squish a marshmallow, look at it. It's all nice, standing up straight, right?
Like a baby's
It's gonna
Like
go
a
back to
baby's
its
head.
original
But if I
shape.
squish it like Duke said, blah,
Unless you're really
Why'd you
mad.
do that?
Yeah.
Does it look the same now?
The baby's head is squished like a white head.
What about if I fold it? Is it the same?
No, it's gonna look like a folded.
What if I take it out to the fire pit?
It's gonna
Yeah, it's gonna be burned.
Is it going to stay the same or is it going to change?
It's gonna
It's
change.
gonna
It's gonna change.
It's gonna be
Burn
black
your
instead of white.
Do the seasons change?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Was there snow on the ground yesterday?
Yes.
A little bit. But when you looked out, there was a change, wasn't there?
Yes.
What are these?
Why are you
Legos.
There's a change of me. My new
Legos.
Timberlands. Why
Do these-
are you building?
Do Legos stay the same?
Those are
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you just put them together to make different shapes.
Oh,
You
if you
can-
take them apart, they're not going.
You got Ace is right. You put them together to make different shapes, but then Duke, what did you say?
If you take them apart, they change.
If you take them apart, they change. Legos can change. Marshmallows can change. Because I can make all kinds of different things with Lego. Who plays with Legos at home?
Not me.
Me.
I used to
I
play
have-
with those exact
I have
types
a
of
whole
Legos.
Lego table.
And if you build something with Legos, and then if you take it apart,
It's
you
gonna change.
you can build something new, right? You can build something new. So Legos change.
Everything change. Remote.
What? Play-Doh changes.
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh changes.
You roll it up.
Why do you keep pulling stuff out of your pocket?
Because I'm like Mary Poppins. I just have pockets.
Let's Play-Doh.
What is this?
Play-Doh. Kelsey, Play-Doh. Play-Doh. It's Kelsey.
Can you change Play-Doh?
Yes, if you squish it down.
Yes.
Or if you make a ball and then you squish it down,
Yeah,
that
you can
ball's
make-
not going to be a ball anymore.
That's right. You can make a ball like this, right? You can smash it around. And then stretch it out. You can flip it up in the air, pretend it's pizza dough, right?
Making
I've done
pancakes.
that before.
You can make a pancake. You can take your little action figures and you can dip it into Play-Doh and then you change it out and then like you got toy things in here. I used to pretend I was weird. I used to do it all the time. I used to dip my toys in Play-Doh. I'm like, oh, they're trapped in slime. I was a weird kid. So can Play-Doh change?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All these things that we've talked about so far.
The computer can change. So
change.
far.
What about a pineapple?
No.
Yes.
Yes, you can if you you can cut it.
You can cut it?
Change.
You
You
can
can
s-
cut
It goes from
it could be in
unripe
your
to
mouth.
ripe
And
You
to
can smash it.
overripe.
You can cut it and then it'll be in your mouth. And then
What about a coconut?
Yes, you can try to
Yes.
crack it.
Yeah, it will be in your belly. It will be in your mouth. Then
What
your
about a
belly,
rock?
Then
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you throw it.
Put force on it. It's gonna change.
Even a rock?
Only a stone.
Yes.
If you
Only a
paint it
stone,
or
not a
draw
rock.
on
Even a
it.
rock?
Throw it.
Paint on
Really?
If you color on it,
Let me tell you the truth, Miss Michelle. Can a rock change?
If you
Like, if you
color
break
something
down
on
the
it,
stone.
Alright, shh, calm down. Miss Michelle is pretty smart.
I dare you to
Miss Michelle is pretty smart.
Yes.
Can a rock change if you like paint it and smash it on the ground? Can this change? Can we change this rock around?
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
what's that?
paint it or color
You can change the way it looks. It's still gonna be a rock though,
We
right?
can-
Yeah.
we
But
can
you
paint
guys are
it.
all right. I'll give you that. Miss Michelle says you can change the way it looks. You can change the way it looks. You guys can change your clothes, right?
I change my clothes every week.
Like I've got every week. You should change your clothes every day. You nasty. But all
All
right. Well, smarty pants. So what can't change then? If you guys are telling me that everything can change, clothes, the year, the seasons, marshmallows, Legos, Play-Doh,
Is it a person or is something?
our haircuts, what's something that can't change?
Is it a person? Is it
Elijah?
a person or God?
Amen.
What?
God can't change. I was gonna say God. That's why I'm asking whether
He's
a
already
person is
everything.
both. Boy.
God can't change. We are going to be talking. We are going to be talking about who God is
God is God.
and what God is like.
Our Holy Father.
Are they done? I thought I heard piano music.
God is God.
Huh? Reverend Knight's done already. Okay.
What?
So we're going to have to fly through this really quick.
It's only 12:04.
God does not change. This is our verse in Malachi 3:6. It says, I am the Lord, I change not. God
We do not change.
does not change. This is a quote I found. It says, changes happen around us every day, but one thing still remains. God is still God. So even in the midst, this is another verse in Proverbs. It says, God is not human that he should lie, not a human being that he should change his mind. So God does not change.
I thought can he change his hair?
No, you can't change his.
Can he put in a ponytail?
God, all right, shh. God is still good all the time. God is still loving all the time. God is still compassionate all the time. These are all things we're going to be talking about as the weeks go on, about how God, what some of the names of God are, what his characteristics are like. But the first thing is, as we're in a year of change, as we've gone from one season of change from 2020, and it's changed everything, we have to remember that even though things get crazy, and even though things seem like they're changing all the time, we can be happy and have faith that God is still God, that he is not going to change. And the same God who was with the people in the Bible is the same God who is with us today. The same God who did miracles back then is the same God who is doing miracles today. Like we talked about last week, our memory verse was how Jesus was saying that he would be with us even at the end of the age. And who he was talking to was his disciples. And the same Jesus who promised his disciples that is the same Jesus that promises us that he will be with us all the time. So even though 2020 changed everything, what it did not change is God. And it did not change that how God was still good in 2020. God did a lot of awesome things in 2020. Even though it didn't seem like it, even though everybody was focused on the changes and complaining about the things that were changing, God was still doing awesome things in 2020. And again, we find ourselves this year focused on things that might change or that will change. Your parents may talk about it, your grandparents may talk about it, of what could change. You hear it on the news all the time. But no matter what changes in 2021,
God is never going to be the one that will.
That's right. God is not one of them. God is an unchangeable God.
Man.
He's not going to change. His personality is not going to change. I think that's pretty awesome. That God is not going to change. Because how many of you like it when your friends change? Like if you have a friend who you thought was cool and was happy and was smiling all the time, and they changed and became mean and nasty and everything, how would that make you feel, Angel?
Sad.
Sad? Elijah?
Well, I do got a friend that was like that, and his name is Chase.
Yeah.
He was at my school, and when we were actually at school, we used to jump off the side of the playground, or like slide down the slides and do what friends do. And he's used to do backflips, but now that we're online, we go in breakout rooms, and
Yeah.
he can't play Roblox because he doesn't have enough space to download it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all the other kids can, so we all come in a breakout room and play Roblox together and befriend each other and stuff. But he doesn't have Roblox, so he just stays in his own breakout room with other people that don't play Roblox.
I got you. So he changed. He doesn't play Roblox. Okay, dude?
I don't care.
You don't care if your friends change?
No.
People sometimes change, don't they? Sometimes people change, don't they?
Yeah.
Like my mom.
Yeah, people change all the time.
I wouldn't care. I'll just go buy new.
People change all the time. People may break your trust sometimes. But God won't ever change. And that's what I'm playing. That's what I find hope in that. I find happiness in that. But no matter what 2021 may throw at us, God is still God, and God is still going to be the same. He's not going to change. He's an unchangeable God. Let's bow our heads. Let's close our eyes. I think they're not upstairs, so we're going to pray.
Good job.
Well, God, this afternoon or this morning, I thank you that you have been faithful in 2020, that you have not changed, that you are still doing good things in 2020. God, I pray